Every time a baby is born on this island, an old person disappears to maintain population balance. But even with such self-sacrificing spirit, he still failed to bring peace to the island, because the doctor found another baby inside the woman's belly. This time she was pregnant with twins. That meant one more person had to disappear from the island, because the island's resources can only support exactly 531 people. The island chief immediately held a meeting to discuss how to choose that person. Someone suggested making an exception and allowing one more person, but the island chief firmly opposed it, because the outside world was ravaged by viruses. The island as the last pure land absolutely had to maintain balance. The chief decided to hold a vote 3 days later. There was a point system on the island. Residents gained points for good deeds, and lost points for bad deeds. The bottom 3 in points would be included in the vote. Once chosen, they would be immediately detained. Currently Nick was in third to last place, because he once drove a tractor drunk, and crashed it into a guardrail, totally wrecking it. He was heavily penalized for damaging public property, but Will beside him comforted him, saying that with a few tricks Nick could get out of danger, because his mom was the island chief. The second to last was an old lady, who due to age and frailty, could no longer do any farm work, so she had almost never earned any points. But the man in last place felt it was unfair that day to treat his feverish wife. He just stole a few boxes of medicine and was scorned by everyone. He even lost his job. He had completely lost any way to earn points, to escape the fate of being voted to die. All 3 began making efforts to gain points. The man went to others' homes to help with chores on his own, but the owners, afraid of theft, directly kicked him out. At that moment the man felt incredibly hopeless. The old lady planned to solve the problem at its root. If she could just quietly steal the baby, then no one would have to be put to death. But fortunately the mother discovered it in time, preventing the tragedy from happening. Soon voting day arrived. The island chief began announcing the point changes. Nick had gained 5 points and was no longer in the bottom 3, because on the recent supply distribution day, he gave his only apple to someone else. The chief, under Will's arrangement, just happened to be present at the scene. She praised Nick's action and awarded him points. And when the man stood up, everyone, as if it were prearranged, a total of 150 people raised their hands to vote. Just as the man was about to break down emotionally, his wife suddenly stood up and revealed a shocking secret.